You're welcome to the part 6 of Modesty today, titled Dignity and Shame. What an interesting topic. Is there dignity in shame? There's a concept in the scriptures that shows that there is actually dignity and shame. What kind of shame are we talking about? Adam and Eve, when they sinned, went naked. They knew they were naked and they hid themselves from God. And when God came asking after them, they said, when we heard your voice, we hid ourselves because we were naked. And the Lord said, who told you you were naked? Have you eaten of the tree I asked you not to eat from? Sin brings shame. That is true. But the shame that Adam and Eve felt was real shame, a shame of being exposed. But God wanted to cover them. But I want to link this to 1 Timothy. 1 Timothy 2 verse 9, it reads, in like manner also that women adorn themselves in modest apparel, with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with braided hair or gold or pearls or costly array, but which becometh women professing godliness with good works. Wow. You see the word shamefacedness. Women should dress in what? Sobriety. Remember we said the devil wants to uncover us, but God wants to cover us. Dignity and shame. Adam and Eve felt a shame of guilt, but God covered them, which signifies what he's going to do at the end of the world. He's going to cover us with his righteousness. This is what the physical covering represents. Man is not supposed to be stark naked. We were supposed to be covered by the glory of God, but we lost it. God, in his mercy, decided to give us something physical to cover our shame. And here, women have been adjourned to dress in modest apparel. And what constitutes a modern apparel? Shamefacedness. Now, when you are ashamed, you've seen these young ladies when they dress a certain way, all of a sudden they see a man and they begin to pull down the dress. You know, there's a flash of shame that makes one do that. We are supposed to cover our nakedness. We are supposed to dress with shamefacedness. We are not supposed to have the boldness to expose ourselves. But guess what? It is the other way around. It's like other people are the ones ashamed for certain people because they have no shame anymore. And once you get to a point as a Christian where you lose your shame, know there is an issue and you have to wrestle with God. Ask God, God, please restore my shame. Because shame is necessary to discipline us, to help us understand how we ought to dress. Because once you have no shame, you have a boldness that is not of God. God wants to humble us, to see ourselves for who we are. But the devil wants to pump us off and make us feel what we are not. You have to have shame because there's shame in dignity. So when you look at a mirror, you should be ashamed of exposing your cleavages. You should be ashamed of exposing certain parts of your body. When you do this, this is what godliness is. It will humble you and lead you closer to Christ, your Redeemer, because there is a connection between your heart and your dress, and of course between your heart and your Creator. God bless you as you decide to have shame in dignity.